Hello, I'm Brian Watrous. I'm a VMware certified instructor and a senior technical trainer with VMware Education. In this 6-part video series, we will demonstrate how to upgrade from vSphere 4.1 to vSphere 5.5. In the previous video, we demonstrated how to upgrade vSphere Update Manager. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to upgrade your ESX and ESXi 4 hosts to ESXi 5.5. In order to have Update Manager upgrade our hosts from ESX 4.1 to ESXi 5.5, we need to provide Update Manager with the ISO image for ESXi 5.5. So to begin with, I'll select my vCenter server. Then I'll go to the Update Managers tab. On the Update Manager tab, I'll click Admin View. And on the Admin View screen, we'll click on the ESXi Images tab. Then we'll click on the Import ESXi Image link. And as you can see, what we need to do here is to browse to our ESXi image ISO. So I'll click the Browse button. And I've already downloaded the ISO image itself. I placed it into this particular folder. And this here is the ISO that I'm going to install. We'll click Open. Then we'll click Next. The security message that I'm receiving here is the result of the fact that we're using self-signed certificates in this lab environment. So I'm going to simply ignore this message. And then Update Manager will upload the ESXi image ISO file. This takes a few moments, so we'll speed up the video now. The upload is complete. We'll click Next. And on this screen, we have the opportunity to create a new baseline, which makes use of that ESXi image ISO. I'm going to call my baseline ESXi 5.5 base image. We'll click Finish. And now on this screen here, whereas before we didn't have any imported ESXi images, we can see the ESXi image that I just imported. Now, in addition to the ISO image being uploaded, in the steps we just performed, you'll notice that we have also created a baseline. So the next step is going to be to create specifically an upgrade baseline that will take our host to ESXi 5.5 using that ISO image that we just uploaded. So to do so, we'll go to the Compliance View link, and back again on the Update Manager tab, we will click the Attach link. And here we can see various baselines that have been created, including the one that we just created. So we'll select the ESXi 5.5 base image upgrade baseline and click Attach. And on this screen here, we can see that in fact we now have this new upgrade baseline. What we're going to do with this baseline is to use it to update the hosts. We'll do so by clicking the Remediate button. As we can see, the baseline that we selected appears here, and the one and only host that I have in my infrastructure shows up here. If I had multiple hosts in my infrastructure, I could specify exactly which host I want to upgrade. So we're only going to upgrade the host called esx01.vclass.local. We'll continue by clicking the Next button. Once again, we have a end-user license agreement, so after reading it, we click the checkbox to indicate that we accept its terms. Then we click the Next button. And on this screen here, there's a number of important messages. I recommend that you pause this video and take a few moments to read the messages. Now that we're back from reading through those messages, I'm going to specify that I want any third-party software that's incompatible with this upgrade removed during this upgrade process. We'll click Next. And here I can choose to name the task. Let's use a more descriptive task. How about something such as upgrading ESX 4.1 to ESXi 5.5. That's a pretty descriptive description. We could type that's a good title. So we could type a description, but we're going to skip that. We could schedule the job to run later on, but we're going to say that we want the upgrade to take place immediately. So we'll click Next. And in my lab environment, there's not much going on, so I don't have to pay particularly close attention to these options here. But in production environments, you'll want to consider the various choices that this screen presents you. Again, in our demonstration, to get through it more quickly, we'll just click Accept the Defaults and click Next. And here we have a summary screen, tells us that it's ready to upgrade the infrastructure, so let's click the Finish button and allow it to do so. Now it's going to take some time to upgrade this host, so we will speed up this video and resume shortly. As you can see, our host is now exiting maintenance mode. And if we scroll down a little bit here to look at the recent tasks, the remediation has gone beyond the 22% that we mentioned a few moments ago, and the remediation of the host will soon be done. Our former ESX 4.1 host will be an ESXi 5.5 host. And as a benefit of performing that upgrade, virtual machines can potentially take advantage of additional capacities, such as having up to 64 virtual CPUs and up to a terabyte of virtual RAM. Now, in order for virtual machines on this newly upgraded host to be able to take advantage of those increased capacities and other such features, we're going to have to upgrade the virtual hardware version in the virtual machines. Now, we're not going to do that in this particular video, but rather we'll do that in the video coming up next. In addition, in that video, we'll also take a look at how to upgrade VMware tools in each of those virtual machines. Again, the installation's almost done, so we'll speed this up a bit and see you in a moment. And as you can see, our host has now been remediated. Let's select the host, and notice that when we select the host, it now reports that this is an ESXi 5.5 host. Again, be sure to watch the next video, because in order to take advantage of the new capabilities that virtual machines have on a 5.5 host, we have to upgrade their virtual hardware version. This is one video in a 6-part series of videos which demonstrate how to upgrade from vSphere 4.1 to vSphere 5.5. Be sure to watch all the videos in this series. And visit the vSphere product page at vmware.com for valuable resources such as technical white papers, technical documentation, customer case studies, communities of interest, as well as other video demonstrations. The following offerings are available from VMware Education for vSphere.